Off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Baker going to throw this right away. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Williams bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. To throw, Mayfield. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They're going to try and throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is Hines, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun now on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hines. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Hines looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. On 1st down, Barnett. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good Pick up there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they've always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, 49ers. LaVisca Chenault, 69 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coe. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. Back to throw here. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Hines. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 7 from the 20. He'll look to throw. To Chenault on the slant. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Harris Campbell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their 25-yard line. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Wilson. Here's Griffin on the catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Barnett. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They begin the drive with Hines. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They run with Hines. Room here, and the ball is knocked out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Down to the 42, second down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On second down, right back to Hines.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop him. That's just great theater.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Elam, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
The 20.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Any thoughts about overtime? And ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And with time a factor here late. He'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down by 7, 50 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin.
He's got room at the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.